This is a little beginner's guide I slapped together after putting 50 hours into Enshrouded, and I hope it helps. Number 1, make sure to always have water. Having a base by a well makes it super easy. There is a well right by the common early game base location. Number 2, my go-to foods early are water, like I just said, and any cooked meat. There's varying tiers of the meat. Once you can kill boars, I recommend using boar meat, but until then, just wolf meat will be just fine. Aside from that, since you have 3 food slots, the first 2 will be water and a cooked meat. And the third one, depending on what your build is, I recommend either roasted corn cobs if you use a melee build, because that will give you strength, or roasted mushrooms if you're using a magic build, because that will give you intelligence. Number 3, bandages are very nice. I recommend always carrying a stack with you. Early game, you may be a little low on cloth, so it might not always be doable, but trust me, you will gather cloth very quickly and it will become a non-issue. Other than that, all you need is plant fiber, which you can turn into string, so just make sure you are always grabbing plant fiber when you're out adventuring, just to make it easier on yourself, because string is used for a lot of different things. Berries are a nice alternative if you don't have a lot of bandages early on. They don't do quite as much healing as quickly, and they take up a food slot, so you need to have a food slot available to use the berries, but early game, bandages and berries are the only way to heal unless you get healing magic or health potions. Number 4, always keep a pickaxe and axe with you. You can terraform your way out of stuff using the pickaxe if you need just a little bit more room to jump up somewhere. And it's just nice to have that axe and pickaxe with you at all times, so you can always gather materials when you need them. It's just 2 slots in your hotbar, and I think they are well worth it to have there. Along with that, interacting with a workbench will repair all tools and weapons in your inventory for free. So if any of your tools or weapons break, or are just getting low on durability, there is no penalty at all to just using a workbench and having it be repaired. Number 5, focus on getting the grappling hook and glider ASAP. Number 6, magical chests cost basically nothing beyond the normal chest itself, so in my opinion it is always worth making a magical chest instead of a normal chest. They allow you to craft using materials you leave in them, so they save you a lot of time in the long run. Number 7, spires are permanent fast travel points for the entire server once you climb them. You'll find them, they're very easy to spot, and then once you clear the little puzzles to get to the top of them, it is then a fast travel point that anyone in the server can use. Number 8, upgrading the flame is what allows you to explore more of the map. Once you upgrade the flame, sections will change from Deadly Shroud, which is the red fog, to Normal Shroud, which is just the blue fog on the map. Number 9, finding and aiding survivors is the key to progression. Lots of items can only be crafted through the respective survivors. For example, nails are crafted through the blacksmith, potions are crafted through the alchemist, etc. A little extra tip, lockpicks only cost 1 metal scrap when crafted through the blacksmith, but cost 2 metal scraps if you craft them at the workbench. I'm not sure if there are other items that work like this in the game, but it is definitely something to note. Number 10, the first time you chop down a shroud root, it will give you a skill point. If you see a purple marker on the map without a check mark by it, that means that is a shroud root that you have not cut down and gotten the skill point for yet. Number 11, everything respawns. That includes sparks in the flame sanctums, chests, trees, ore veins, etc., as long as it isn't within the boundary of a base. Number 12, don't be afraid to leave markers on your map to help you find certain mining or gathering spots again. For example, I stumbled across an amber mine when I was playing, and they seemed less common than other sorts of ore veins and whatnot, so I placed down a marker there, and lo and behold, later on that served me well because I needed to farm amber, and I knew exactly where to go back to get some. So I recommend, if you just find a good spot for farming something, placing down a marker so it's easy to remember. Number 13, placing a flame altar in harder to reach locations can serve as a great temporary or permanent fast travel location for you. Flame altars only cost 5 stone, so they're extremely easy to craft, and it's super nice to be able to plop one down and just have a fast travel point back out into the wilderness if you are in the middle of an adventure, and then you can just clear it later for no penalty. Number 14, I recommend that everybody starts by getting 2 constitution points and then an endurance point. into the runner skill, and then into the double jump skill. Respecking is very cheap, so get whatever skills you want, honestly, and don't be afraid to try out new builds. Number 15, rested bonus is very nice. It increases your maximum stamina and stamina regeneration, so I wouldn't underestimate how nice it is to just give yourself a second to stand in your base, build up your rested bonus before going out on an adventure, because it'll help you get places faster. And that's all I've got for you. I hope these helped you, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.